Hello sparkle lovers! Different setting today. The fireplace is on, the sun is up, but it's also raining. We are here to have November month in review. It's November 30, I still have the day, it's morning, but since I finished my kit last night and I will not make much progress on anything anyway, I thought it would be better to catch up with some video making today, so I will have the week free for the rest of the stuff I need to do. My hair is a little crazy. First of all, welcome. How are you? How was your month? Mine was terrible. Just, just a side note. Not diamond painting wise, I made a good progress. I think I broke my record this month on finishes, but we will get to it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad to see you and that you found my little corner on the YouTube. My name is Neta, if you're first here and you don't know me, and I am the owner of Mirthful Diamond Art. And I'm also a diamond painter, so I love working on my kits and I love to show them to you, so if they intrigue you and you want to get one of those, you can see them how they are worked on and not just in a picture. So let's get to the stuff of the month. I had 4 finishes. 3 finishes and one part of my special project, one of the 6 mini canvases that we will see later. But yeah, that's my personal best so far. I get it up, I started 2 and I have one more kitted up but haven't started yet, so we will not see that. In total this month I diamond painted for 100 hours and 53 minutes. It's not bad, but it's about my average. It's a little on the low average. I'm about 120 hours since I started counting last May. I started counting at the end of the May. I had just a few hours, I think it was a week on the end of May that I started counting my hours, and so far by November 30th, without counting today's day, I'm at 701 hours and 53 minutes diamond painting on my main projects, because if you are watching my channel, or I will also repeat that I don't count the time I spent on my lab project, I will tell you what that is, and on my, I did that first, but now I'm not on my special projects, on the mini kits. So yeah, it's going well to the 10,000 hours, that is my goal to reach in the next few years. I know it will take time. 10,000 hours are a lot of time. So if I do it in less than 7 years, I will be more than happy. But reaching even 1,000 hours a year, it's also good. It's not bad. Anyway, I'm going to start with the whips that I worked on this month, and after that we will see the finishes. So The first whip I worked on was Medusa. She's 70 by 95 in square. All my many projects are in square and has 72 colors. So I had done in previous sessions, I had done this part on the bottom, but now I started back on the top because that's how I prefer to work on. And I did this part on the top. It's pretty huge, so it's not easy to see it all. So I worked for a week. I had it as a whip of the week this month once. This, the area where the head is the most confetti heavy, so it's not going very fast, but the rest one is because it has a lot of color blocking. I spent on it this month 11 hours and 57 minutes because it wasn't a full week and it wasn't large sessions. Sometimes it happens. So yeah, I didn't work that much on that, but that is the progress I made so far. I didn't say how many colors it has. It has 72 colors and a lot of special because I think it has 10 or 11 special Mercedes and cubic dusts. Let me roll this back. When you roll your canvases with drills on, always remember to roll it pretty side out, so your drills will not get squished and slide out of the place or fall off. So this was the first whip. The second whip is the mystery kit. Now, if you don't want to see any progress on the mystery kit, I will put the time on the screen where you can skip ahead after this part of the clip. So this is the mystery number 1, which is Christmas themed. I started this at September 26. And in the month of November, I worked on it for 9 hours and 15 minutes. It's 50 by 60. It has 61 colors. I think it has 7 specials. And that is how far I am. So I have these 6 sections that I need to do to finish it. And it is my plan to work on it and finish it in the first couple of weeks of December. I know I will not have a finish on December. This might be my only finish, but similarly the special project, because all the other kits are humongous, most of them are freshly started. It will be really hard to work on it, and to work on them, to finish them, not to work on them, to finish them. My next whip, that fall, oh, okay. Okay, I have a box, but it's paper box, that when I roll my canvases, I put them inside and they are standing there. Yeah, if I don't balance them, the box will fall. It's only normal. Anyway, my third whip that I worked this month is the Veil of the Underworld Rose. It is a fresh kit up, one of the two I started. It is 70 by 70 centimeters with 66 colors. It has tons of special drills. So to you, it's Eurydice, Orpheus' wife, if you know the story. and I have done this part, and it has also a ton of special drills, including some beautiful crystals that are here on the hair crown. Let me show you closer. So you see the ABs, the crystals, I'm not sure you can see them very well, but yeah, this crown is just amazing, and since purple is my beautiful color, I'm really enamored with this one. So I started this on November 11th, and I worked on it for 15 hours and 19 minutes. I have said before, I will repeat it again, but I'm not a fast time operator. I'm very slow, so yeah, maybe for some this progress for 15 hours is very little, but what can I do? And my last whip, which I forgot to write down, so I don't know how many hours I worked on it, but I will put it here on the screen. It is Merry Christmas by Alessandra Rossi, and I was surprised on how much progress I made in a week, because I did almost a quarter of the skit, and it's humongous. It's 80 by 90 centimeters, and this is a 40 by 40 section. I mean, it's up to here on the lap, but missing the little snout here. But yes, and it is also, it has quite a bit of confetti, so it wasn't working that, I didn't think that I would work that fast, but I did. And it has 16 specials, 8 AB and 8 Cupid dust. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I think on my next session I will reach the grumpy cat. I love the puppies and the grumpy cat. Okay. As I said, I don't know how many hours I worked on it. I think it were 20, 22. That's my average. That's why I'm saying so much. So, yeah. I will put it on the screen. And the last of my whips, on my active whips, because I have 2 more that I haven't worked in a long time, but I will not show them because you have seen them a lot. It is my lab project. It is a round kit. It's also available in square, but I do lab projects are always round, and it is the lunar coil. I started this on November 16th. I'm not counting hours on my lab project because I'm mostly single place, but I have done 1 row and 1 section so far. Lab project, let me show you a closer look. Lab projects are round kits that I work while I'm working on my computer, and I have them on my lab. I made a board, a plastic board, I 3D printed a board that I put on my lap and put my diamond painting there and work on it. Either I'm watching something on Netflix, because I don't watch on TV, I watch everything on my PC. And I'm working on my lab project. So let's get to the finishes. Let's start with a partial one, which is the special project, and it is 1 more witch of the mini chibi witches. She's so cute. I really loved working on her. So that's the one. This Managed Bewitched, there are 6 canvases on this kit with different designs, hand rendered 100%. The reels are resin square, and they are, I think these are 15 by 20. I haven't introduced you yet to the dragon ones. I will. I haven't decided when I want it to go up, but once I finish the witches, I will have to start the others. So yeah, they will go up to the store too, but they are not. Finishes, normal finishes. Should I start? Let me see. Yes, I will go by finish turn. So the first one I finished was my Halloween kit, To the Moon. It is 70 by 70 centimeters with 60 colors. I started it on September 1st and I finished it on November 4th. I worked on November for 9 hours and 5 minutes on this one. And in total it took me 63 hours and 15 minutes to finish this kit. The next one I finished was my lab project, my previous. It's one of those that I hold down. So, give me a second. Okay, here I am. And it is Gilded Serenity in round drills. There she is in all her glory. A little further back. There she is. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She's 70 by 70 with 54 colors, and it has metallics, it has cubic dust, it has everything. And the last of the finish that I managed to finish last night, yay, is the one and only Queen of the Tides. I'm really happy with this one. She's 60 by 80, 75 colors, and just look at her. I also have a short, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it with Panover. Let me see, there she is. The entire kit. So that was my last finish for November and maybe for the year. Unless I finish the... Come on, mystery number 1. Plans for December. Probably and hopefully December will be very busy month with the store and stuff like that. So I don't know how much time I will have to diamond paint and to keep up with my progress. I teased before, I will say it again because not everyone is watching the whip of the week, but more people watching the magazine review. But I have something big coming. I have 3 kits, 3 licensed artworks from a very loved artist in the diamond painting world. I have signed the contract, I have paid the contract. I don't have the images on my hands yet, that's why I'm not revealing anything. Hopefully I will be able to uh, release these kids January 1st. That's my plan. I'm not sure if I will have enough time to do that because with the holidays and with all the delays on the post offices, and it gets even more hectic in during that season. And I'm not sure how fast the factory can react on new orders and these kits because of the season, because it is more than high season for, especially for our world. I think diamond painting really blasts out on Christmas. I was introduced in it during Christmas. So my hope is that I will be ready to make the official announcement somewhere around or before Christmas and make the release on January 1st. If it's not on January 1st, it will be somewhere in January. We will see. I have two more whips I want to put some drills down on because they are neglected for a long time. So keep an eye on whip of the week. Maybe you will see them there. Probably this week and maybe on the next I will have more than one. I'm usually working on one whip every week to be more efficient. But now I used the spinning wheel because I couldn't decide in which I want to work, and I have two of the whips, Medusa and the Veil of the Underworld Rose, Eurydice, are very color blocky. And I have neglected the Echoes of Spring, which is very confetti heavy. So I'm thinking that in the weeks that I have Medusa or the Veil of the Underworld Rose, I will put in also the Echoes of Spring, so the confetti will break the boredom of the color blocking, and the color blocking will give me a breather from the confetti. Thoughts. I don't promise anything. And I might or might not start, I will put it on the wheel. I will put it on the wheel the kit that I kitted up, which is Forever, Paris and Ellen of Troy. And if it rolls out, I will start it. If not harm, no foul, it will stay just kitted up and waiting. Big plans for Christmas, I don't have. We usually spend them very quietly. We have on Christmas Day, not Eve, on the day, 25th, we gather together. Now we are just 4 people, it's me, my mom, my brother and his girlfriend. We gather together with a nice dinner, early dinner. And then everyone goes to their corner, to their home. So no big plans. Maybe more time to diamond paint. We will see. But I hope you from the bottom of my heart that you have a great December. For me too, I hope it's better than November. It was a hard month. And I hope you will enjoy Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you're celebrating with your families and your loved ones. and have a wonderful time. And for another monthly review, I will see you next year. Okay, take good care of yourself because no one else will, and keep on shining because it makes the others jealous. Bye.